With my team of 5 characters, I have reached max level and set out to take on the most difficult challenges a 5-player team can face. Welcome to Multiboxing Classic. In the last episode, I killed General Dracasath in Upper Blackrock Spire with my 5-man team, defeating the toughest dungeon boss in the game. Some of you might have seen the video. I hope you enjoyed watching my journey this far. I've come a long way from the level 14 group that I started this video series with. It's been a lot of fun. Now I have a new goal. Kill a raid boss. Likely one of the bosses in Zul'Gurub, but I need to do a lot of work on my team before I get there. Dire Maul West. This is actually the one high-level dungeon I've never done on this team. I want to take it off my bucket list. I have done this dungeon on my warrior, so I should remember all the shortcuts. There are 5 of these arcane pylons. I have to kill all the elementals around each of them to unlock the final boss. These apparitions and specters used to be hell to deal with. I did this dungeon once on my warrior in early classic, and I remember my group having a particularly hard time in this area. First boss, Magister Calendris. Pretty easy. No mind tap talisman, unfortunately. I know people usually skip this tree boss, but I think I'm gonna kill him. Okay, this part I don't remember. His tree buddies showed up. Might still be able to kill him. Maybe not. Well, now I know why everyone skips him. Second pylon cleared. Third pylon cleared. Ilyana Ravenoak and her bear Farah. Not sure which one to kill first. If I can kill Drac, I can beat this duo. I think I'll be fine. Padre trousers. Sweet. This is like the best piece of loot in here. Pre-raid Biss healing legs for my priest. Now to sneak past the tree and head underground. I have to dodge these roaming elemental packs and clear out the last 2 pylons. Fourth pylon cleared. And 5th pylon cleared. Time for the last boss. Pretty easy fight. I'll have to finish off these ads at the end. Let's see what I got. 2 disenchants, not bad. Okay, now for the secret last boss. Inside the library there's another boss fight. You can only fight him if you get to the library by clearing through the Dire Maul West pylons and the last boss. Prince Tortheldrin. Now I can go turn in this quest and run back to the library chest for my rewards. Okay, now I've done every high-level dungeon in the game. I think I've done everything except dead mines and stockades on this team. My next goal is to work on raid attunements. Onyxia and Blackwing Lair. I already have Molten Core attunement on the boys. I have to find Rexar and talk to him, then he sends me to this gnome lady in the Plaguelands. She wants 20 black dragon spawn eyes from each of my boys. Time to go kill 50 dragonkin and Ubers. Initially I figured I'd just do the first third of Ubers a few times to get all my dragon eyes, just killing the easy dragonkin and resetting until I had all 100. Then, I got an idea. What if I did this Solokar event thing? Might be fun to do since I've never done it before. I cleared out the whelp eggs around the obelisk, always fun to do a big AoE pull. Hopefully I cleared enough out for the event to go smoothly. Time to start this up. Boy, I didn't realize what this would be. Wave after wave of dragonkin attackers. And some of them break the eggs and free whelps to attack me. Not only was this a great way to get black dragon spawn eyes, it's kind of fun. Eventually Solokar himself came out. A little low on mana at this point, having fought like 20 dragonkin, but I eventually got him. Resist chest. Maybe good for dueling? I'll give it to my shaman. I got all 100 eyes and returned to Miranda, which I forgot to record. Now I have my disguises. I put on the disguise and convinced this dragon in Dustwallow Marsh that I'm on his side. Oddly, this is the same dragon I already killed for the Uber's key. Bit of a plot hole there, but never mind that. He wants me to prove my loyalty by killing the head honchos of the other dragon crews. Cronalis and Tenaris. Oh, and I picked up a random warrior friend on the way who is also doing the quest. Shout out to Yoyolofo. Somnus in the Swamp of Sorrows. And Scryer in Winterspring. I headed back to Emberstrife and showed him the skulls of his 3 rivals. Now I'm an official Dragon Club member. Just kidding, I have to kill one more dragon for this guy to trust me. Axtraws in the Wetlands. R.I.P. Okay, now this dragon trusts me, but he wants me to go talk to Drakasath. Well, let's just say me and Drakasath have a bit of a history. And this disguise won't work in there anyway. Better go back to Rexar. Rexar's advice? Just kill him, bro. Okay, I can do that. Side note, I did a ZG on my shaman, got him revered with Bijus, and then got this sick Ellie chest. Very nice upgrade. Okay, back to Ubers. Those of you that saw my last episode know that I've had my fill of Upper Blackrock Spire for the time being. I'm killing the Scar Shield Quartermaster before I go in so I can do the BWL attunement while finishing my Onyxia attunement. 2 for 1. When I originally downed Drakasath, it took me 24 attempts to finally get him. I'm going to play it safe this time. I invited my friend Romulox, now named Gornlord, and an enhanced shaman from my guild to do the run with me. 7-man might seem low for Ubers, but for me this is easy mode. Oh boy, here we go again. The fight went fairly well. The kite went fine, I've had plenty of practice, and the ads died fast with the 2 extra DPS. My mage got back with plenty of room to spare, and it's time to fight Drakasath again. I actually messed up a bit. On the second conflag, Drakasath killed my priest. I was out of mana on him since I didn't use any mana pots this time. But with 7 people, you can lose your healer and still down him. Well done, boys. Some nice loot for the enhanced shaman that I brought along. At least we got something. I touched the orb for the Blackwing Layer attunement, and then have to head back to Rexar to finally finish up the Onyxia's Layer attunement. Now my team can enter every raid that is currently out. Yay! First thing I'm gonna do? I found myself a Molten Core Pug. I'm respecting my druid to balance as they don't need a tank. Let's see how this goes. You know what I realized is the worst thing about Molten Core multiboxing? All the stuff you have to dispel. Magmadar was a fun fight. Got fire underneath my team like 3 times though. I set up these click bars so I could do raid healing on my priest. I left gaps between them so I could still click on players to buff or res. I couldn't figure out a good way to also do raid dispelling. I could add it into the healing click bar, but then I'd have to make additional keybinds on the healing click bar for dispelling. I'm not gonna lie to you, this was a rough pug. I think it was a 3-hour MC run. I was one of 2 druids and one of 2 priests in the group for a while, so when we wiped, I had a lot of rebuffing to do. Did I mention all the dispelling? Eventually we got some more people and made it all the way to Golemag. We called the raid after this. I think we could have gotten Domo down, but I'm not so sure about Ragnaros. Honestly, this raid turned me off to multi-box raiding. Kind of disheartening. I'm not sure what it was, it's just not what I had in mind. I envisioned me and 7 other 5-boxers raiding together and making new strategies on how to do bosses differently with our teams. This pug was hectic and it wasn't very fun to juggle playing my 5 boys at once with everything going on. I did get some gear though, tier 1 chest on my priest and 3 pieces on my warlock, tier 1 boots and shoulders and the choker of enlightenment, a really nice neck upgrade. I respect my druid back to feral. I'll have to figure out another plan here. I've recently started doing GDKP runs solo on some of my characters. I just did a ZG and got the shoulders and wrists on my warlock as well as Jindo's judgment staff for only 90 gold. And the split was like 170, so I still made money. Not too bad. Speaking of ZG, I eventually want to get exalted on all my boys. Not only do I get the ZG neck, but I get the shoulder enchants as well. These are great for any class. I was thinking of what to do to farm gold to buy Bijus and just thought, why don't I farm Bijus myself? I can gain a little rep while I'm doing it too. The crocodiles aren't great rep, only about 1k an hour, but when you consider I'm getting 1000 rep per hour on 5 characters, it's actually pretty decent. 5000 rep is 40 Bijus worth right there. I was worried I would do the farm too slow, just killing 1 or 2 packs at a time with my friend, but I timed it and we were under the 12-minute mark to hit lockout. Nice surprise. This last week I tried to set up a multi-boxer ZG. My goal was to get 4 or 5 boxers and run a ZG just the 4 of us. I posted in world chat for 2 days and couldn't find people. The only person I got was a guy with 7 mages and 1 priest, but that wouldn't be enough. I think I just might be on the wrong server for multi-box raiding, sadly. Maybe I'll have to server transfer in the future. For now though, my goal is still the same. Gear up my boys in preparation for a raid boss. I'm bringing most of my team to my Warriors Onyxia raid. Most of my guildies already have tier 2 helmets and I hate to see them go to waste. Maybe I can vacuum one up. And oh my, what a disaster. If any of you have multi-boxed before, you'll know that AoE fears are pretty much the worst thing that can happen to a team. And Onyxia Phase 3 is all about AoE fears. Still an easy kill with 30 plus people, but my 4 boys didn't really contribute much. Hunter and Mage Helm, although I think one of our main raiders still needs the Mage Helm. Better luck next time. I've taken a liking to these GDKP runs. I did one on my Mage, no gear for me, but a 240 gold split ain't bad for a quick MC. Did one the next day on my Shaman and got the tier 2 legs. Cost me about the same gold as the split, so I broke even. Not bad. These legs are pretty good for elemental. At this point I kind of resigned myself to not bring all 5 of my boys to a raid. It's kind of weird to do with a bunch of solo players, and I can't find enough other multi-boxers to make a whole raid with. But then my luck started turning around. A bit. I joined a late night ZG on my priest that I think was already in its 3rd hour. Bad news. They ended up needing a tank, so I told them I could multi-box a tank. Some of them actually laughed at that, but I brought in Tanker Boy. All they have left to kill is Arlok, Jindo, and Hakar, but I'm really having a lot of fun. My Druid tank is doing better than I would have expected holding aggro on bosses, and my new raid healing click bars work pretty well for my priest. The biggest motivator for me was how well my Druid did on Hakar. I held aggro really well on him and we were able to easily one-shot Hakar with 19 people. Not a bad ending for a 4-hour long ZG run. I'm well on my way to attempting to take on one of the ZG bosses with just my team. I've already got some gear upgrades from ZG and MC. I'll continue to run ZG on my boys wherever I can, and as many MCs and BWLs as I can fit in. It won't be long now until I'm inside Zul'Gurub battling bosses. 5 boys against the might of an empire. Thank you for watching the video, I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to watch me in real time, I stream on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, and have a link below for my Discord server. Until next time, happy gaming.